Hello, hello. This is Albana Dermishi, the founder and leader of Breakthrough Coaching Group, and I'm here to keep a promise. So I promised to prepare a video presentation on how the Wheel of Life exercise works. And here we are. I'm here sharing with you the presentation so we can go through it right now. So the Wheel of Life exercise is frequently used in the personal development trainings in order to give a structure on how you reflect on your life right now in all aspects of life, on the balance amongst them, and as well how you'd like life to be in the future. Identify what's the gap in between actual and future life, envisaged future life, and think about a plan how to fill the gap. You'll say that you anyway think about these topics, and I'm sure you do. I do myself. The thing is that our thought process is kind of start and stop, start and stop, and start and stop. And we never manage to go from beginning to the end of a topic in a constructive way. So we can up with a clear plan how we'll have to manage this change, this desired change for ourselves. Yeah, and we fail doing so. So here the exercise that is helping us go through a structured and complete thought process about our life and how to change it. So the aim of exercise is to reflect on how does my life look like right now? And then how do I want my life to look like in the future? And the future might be 6 months or 1 year. I mean, it depends what definition you'd like to give to future. And then you go and identify what's the gap between actual view and the future desired view for your life. And when you know what's the gap, you have to think what it takes to bridge that gap. So in principle, what you need to do differently, what you need to start doing, what you need to stop doing, whatever, in principle, what it takes to make this change happen. But afterwards, this is not enough. You need to set a concrete plan in terms of what, when, how you're going to make this change and potentially have a strong why behind it. Yeah. So let's start with step one. The step one is to go through this template of Wheel of Life and fill it in with actual level of satisfaction for each aspect of your life. So areas of life that they have planned to put in this template are kind of 8 basic areas of life. So is business, career, or studies for the ones that haven't started to work. Personal finances, health, family and friends or relationship, romance, love life, personal growth, development, fun and recreation, and as well physical environment that would be your house, where you spend vacation, your infrastructure, so your material possessions. So these are 8 basic areas in general, but definitely for some people would be missing some areas. So for example, spirituality, religion, or whatever. But feel free to restructure this wheel for areas of life that are important for you. So you can either print the template or either redraw it as you wish. Yeah. So when you have printed the template or redrawn it at your convenience, please now start thinking, reflecting for each area of life. What is your level of satisfaction? From 0, that you are not happy at all where you are, to 10 that you are super happy, super achieving, and is ideal status, what you'd ever thought about. Yeah. So let's say from 0 to 5, I mean, you're not happy, somehow not satisfied. From 5 to 7 is okay, moderate, satisfied, moderately satisfied. Over 7, from 7 to 10, I would say you're kind of a satisfied person at that area of life. Yeah. So try to fill it in. It is very individual. What is a satisfaction level for one person would not be for another one, and the contrary. So feel free. It is very, very personal. Try to fill it in. Here I am providing you some helpful questions, but definitely it is your reflection process. Yeah. Now, this is an example how that might look like. This is filled in for a real person. And I'd like to reflect a bit on how that should look like. So some people would think that they should have 10 there, a scoring of 10. Yeah. I'm afraid will be very, very, very few cases and very, very, very few areas that you'd feel at 10, because it is a human nature that as soon as you achieve what you wanted, you raise the bar and ambitiously look for another target, yeah, for a further target. So 10 is a bit difficult to get there, ideal. So feel comfortable to not have 10. What is important here is to identify where you are for the moment. Yeah. Now, another question has been, I mean, this is a wheel of life and is kind of going to assess the balance of satisfaction in different areas of life as well. Should it be balanced, the level of satisfaction everywhere? So, frankly speaking, I don't think so. So as you see here, this person has personal growth at 7.5 and fun and recreation at 4. It's kind of, I relate to it. So I spend a lot of time in personal growth and not spending too much, dedicating too much time to fun. But frankly speaking, it is a compensation because personal growth is my hobby, is my passion. So when I spend time into this field, is kind of, I'm having fun. So this is kind of compensating for that area. So at my decision, I might leave fun and recreation at lower level and try to invest more in personal growth. So it is a personal decision where you are. Somehow it is kind of representing what are your values, what you value most in life, and where you spend more time, attention, and energy. That's why that's not balanced. We don't have the same interest everywhere. Yeah. So that's fine. Try to fill and create your wheel of life status for now. Yeah. If you've done so, let's move to the second step then. So the second step is to see, to kind of predict and envisage how good look like in the future for each area of your life. So let's say if in the business, in your career, you are 7.5, the level as level of satisfaction, is it okay? Do you stop here, or do you envisage to improve the quality or the level of satisfaction in this area? So I kind of try to fill in. I would go for another 1 score extra improvement. And in finances, I mean, you have to be realistic. You cannot shoot all over the place. You have to be realistic and see what is realistically achievable for each area of your life. So in finances, I think I need more improvement. In health, I need even more improvement. So it is 5 there, the level of improvement. Definitely it's not good. Health is very important to me. in terms of my values. So I need to improve further and reach a 7. That is what good looks like for me at health level. So continue like this in this thought process and set what good looks like for you in the future at the same wheel of life. Do not worry about the balance. Just check, put there what is realistic and what is envisaged for you. Yeah, let's move on. If you've done so, let's move on. So now the third step is to reflect on the filled-in wheel of chair in terms of what's the gap between the actual level of satisfaction in each area of life to the envisaged one in the future. And what's the value of this exercise? The value of this exercise is to understand what are the hot areas in your life that require most attention and dedication and focus from your side. So for this specific example, it is health and fitness requiring 2 scores of change, physical environment as well, and afterwards personal finance and love and romance 1.5. So you, by this scoring, this kind of calculation, you kind of get a better level of clarity on the areas of focus that require most attention and dedication in the future for improvement. Yeah. So once you have identified the gap, then the next step would be to kind of go and build up a plan in principle in terms of what it takes for you to make this change happen. Yeah. So let's say for health and fitness, for you to improve, you're gonna need to kind of exercise more and eat healthy. Or in physical environment, what you might want to do is to declutter. I mean, it depends. It is very, very personal what you can do. It is very personal what you decide to do. But when you decide in principle what it takes for you to fill the gap, please write it down, especially for the areas that require more attention. But we cannot stop here because it is just theory up to now. Now you need to kind of identify an action plan that make these changes happen as well. Yeah. So might be that if you want to do exercise, you want to decide how many time you're going to spend and when. So you need to identify what, when, how, and potentially have a good why behind. So for health and fitness, I have decided to do 20 minutes exercise when daily at 11 o'clock. And how I set the alarm at 11 o'clock. So my mobile will ring the alarm and will be a hell of noise to make me get me up and start exercise. And I'll install as well an application that will help me, will guide me how to exercise. So physical environment, decluttering. So just one thing, I need to throw or give away something every day. Just one thing every day, at least. Might be more. So you need to put there an actionable plan, and not only have an actionable plan, but potentially automate it. So put reminders into your calendar, put the alarm into your mobile, install an application, make it easy to happen. Yeah. Once you have done so, you're going to have a full plan there, action plan that will assure that at the end you make the envisaged change happen in the future. So again, a summary, Wheel of Life is there to make you reflect in a structured and complete thought process about how your life looks like right now, how you'd like your life to look like in the future, what's the gap in between, what it takes to fill that gap, and set a concrete plan in terms of what, when, how, and potentially a good why for this change to happen. I wish you best of luck with this exercise and please do it. It helps a lot. Thanks a lot for attention and following this video. Till the next, all the best.